At number 4 on the US Top 1000 for 2015 is Ava. And Ava is a variation of Eve, meaning life, but it can also be seen as a Latin name that means things relating to birds. Because, aviation, aviary, it's sort of just a bird name. My first alternative to Ava is Eva. Eva is also very short in 2 syllables, so it's very similar in that way, and it also means life. So it shares both a meaning and a similar structure. I think Eva is a really pretty name, and it is considerably less popular than Ava, as Ava ranks at number 4 and Eva ranks at number 75 in 2015. My second alternative to Ava is Avia. Avia is a variation of Avis, which is Latin for bird. I think Avia is a very beautiful, beautiful name, and it does not rank in the top 1000 into 2015. It might in the near future because it is so similar to Ava, and it's such a pretty name. The Shaytard's eldest daughter is named Avia, and I think it is such a gorgeous name and a beautiful alternative to Ava. It's much more distinctive because of the fact that it's not quite as popular. My last alternative to Ava is Avalon, and Avalon is a Celtic name meaning island of apples. It is not in the top 1000, it has never been in the top 1000, it is an extraordinarily unique name, and it is so beautiful. If you love Arthurian legend, you may recognize and love this name, and you could still use Ava as a nickname for Avalon, and it has a similar sound, it's just a little bit of a longer variation to it, and I think it can make a beautiful alternative. At number 3 we have Sophia, and Sophia is a Greek name meaning wisdom. I actually babysat a little girl named Sophia, and she's so adorable, but I know 100 little Sophias. It's definitely a very popular name, and there are a lot of little girls named Sophia out there. So let's look at some alternatives. My first alternative is Serafina, and Serafina is a Hebrew baby name meaning fiery winged. Serafina is a lovely and luxurious alternative to Sophia because it still shares a lot of the same phonetic qualities. It's just a little bit longer and a little bit more grand. I think it's a beautiful name that really does deserve more attention than it's getting because it's not in the US Top 1000. To my knowledge, it has never been in the US Top 1000, and it's just not, and it's a very unique name, making it a wonderful, less popular alternative to Sophia. My second alternative to Sophia is Sonia. Sonia is a Russian and Scandinavian variation of Sophia with the same meaning, wisdom. I think Sonia could be a really beautiful baby girl name, and I think it's definitely a lot less popular than Sophia, and it hasn't ranked in the top 1000 for a few years now. It was popular when I was younger, actually. I knew a few little girls named Sonia. But I think it's a very beautiful alternative and could make a great alternative if you really do love the name Sophia and its meaning. My last alternative to Sophia is the most obvious one, and that is Sophie. Sophie is the French variation of Sophia, and it also means wisdom. And it's a very obvious alternative, but it does sound more sophisticated to me. Sophie, you can definitely see that it's a little bit more French, and I just think French names are so posh and sophisticated, whereas Sophia is a little bit more flowery. It ranked at number 104 in 2015, so it is fairly popular, but it's much less popular than Sophia, which ranked at number 3. At number 2, we have Olivia, and Olivia is a beautiful Latin name that means olive tree. I think Olivia is a gorgeous name, but like with many of the other names on this list, I feel like it is becoming very overused. So some of these alternatives will hopefully provide other options for people who love the name Olivia, because so many people do. Everyone loves the name Olivia. My first alternative is the obvious alternative, and that is Olive. Olive also means olive tree, so it shares the same meaning if that's what you're going for, and also obviously shares the same sound. It is an English nature name that does rank in the top 1,000. It ranked at number 264 in 2015, but it is still much less popular than Olivia. I think Olive is a very spunky name in comparison to Olivia, so if you're looking for something with a little bit more spunk and sass and originality, Olive could be the alternative for you. My second alternative is quite out there, and that is Olympia. And Olympia did not rank in the top 1,000 in 2015. I don't think it's ever ranked in the top 1,000. Olympia is a Greek name meaning from Mount Olympus, and was the name of Alexander the Great's mother. And she was a very cunning and strong woman if you've heard the stories about her. So it's not really a bad association. I love the name Olympia, but I do recognize that it is quite out there. It is very unusual, very unique. So if that's what you're looking for, this could be the perfect alternative. My last alternative to Olivia is Lavinia. And Lavinia has been on my mind since I started watching Downton Abbey. I just love the name Lavinia. I think it's so unique, and it shares a similar vintage feel to Olivia, as well as sharing many of the same letters and almost the same phonetic sound with the IA ending. It was not in the top 1,000 in 2015. I'm not sure if it's ever been in the top 1,000. It might have. I love Lavinia, and I think it could work as a less popular alternative to Olivia. Finally, at number 1, we have Emma, and Emma is a German name meaning universal. I have to say that I was quite disappointed to see Emma at number 1 again, because I feel like it has been so overused. Like, I know so many Emmas and Emilys that go by Emma. I just feel like, for me, it's overused. For sure. It is a beautiful name though, and that's why it's overused, because it's beautiful. So here are some alternatives that might maybe strike the same chord for you. My first alternative is Emmy, and Emmy is a diminutive of Emily or Emma. I think it could make a great alternative, even though it is a nickname name. Nickname names are all the rage right now, so why not? Emmy with a Y ranks in the top 1,000. It ranks at number 616, but Emmy with an I does not rank in the top 1,000. I think that it will continue to rise as people look for alternatives to Emma, because it's so popular. My last alternative for Emma is Gemma. And Gemma is a name meaning precious stone and is of Italian origin. I think Gemma is the cutest name. Much like Olive, it's a spunkier version of Emma. Gemma ranked at number 269 on the charts in 2015, making it much less popular than Emma. But it has a very similar phonetic sound, just with a distinctive distance with that G. The G makes all the difference here. And I just love the nickname Gem as opposed to the nickname M. I think that Gemma could be the perfect, kind of unusual alternative to Emma. And you can also use all of the alternatives that I mentioned for Emily in my other video, which I will link in the cards and down below, because they are all applicable to Emma as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite alternatives to the top 10 girl names of 2015 are down below. Let me know what you think of the new top 10, and subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.